Hey guys, Zen here, and let's go back in time. This is Operation Skull Rain, and this was one of the most important seasons in Rainbow Six Siege. Back in the glorious days of 2 new operators per season, we got Capital on attack and Caveira on defense, 2 operators that are still super relevant today. And now there's a leak that takes us back to Rainbow Six Siege in 2016 and gives us our first details of the Year 8 Season 1 operator. And so guys, this video is here with 5 new updates. The new leak for Year 8, new features you don't want to miss in the next year of Rainbow Six Siege, a new update to the anti-cheat, and the new in-game event for Year 7 with all new operators and goodies for you to indulge in. Let's just jump into it. But guys, one of the best things you can do to increase your performance online and keep yourself protected is download private internet access. PIA VPN is a must if you game online because they encrypt your internet connection and keep you safe from DDoS attacks and those pesky hackers trying to gain access to your browser. But you'll also get faster speeds and lower pings, which as we know can be the difference between a round won or lost. And you'll also unlock region-based content instantly. It's as simple as clicking one button and choosing from over 83 countries or all 50 US states and accessing the content you want within seconds. Private internet access is also available for all of your operating systems, and your subscription will protect up to 10 devices, including game consoles, televisions, and of course your PCs. And so guys, to grab the best gaming VPN, there's a special offer for you. Just click the link in the description and you'll get an 83% discount on private internet access, which is just $2.03 a month. You're also getting 4 months free, a 30-day money-back guarantee, and 24/7 customer service, all included with your subscription. So get your subscription today, and thanks to Private Internet Access for sponsoring our video. So to begin at number 1, the Master Assassin Elite is now available for Flores, and this is the first and only time we get an Elite that's based on another one of Ubisoft's franchises. Assassin's Creed is Ubisoft's biggest and most notable franchise, and Rainbow Six Siege is the company's most popular shooter, and it's interesting to finally see the two merge with a classic Elite that I think fans will enjoy. Previously, these mashup Elites have been a bit divisive. The collaboration with Capcom on the Resident Evil sets for Lion and Zofia were received well, and I think a lot of people were happy with them. But the most recent collaboration with Square Enix on the Nier Automata Elite for Miana was a little dicey. Now, don't get me wrong, Nier is an incredible game, and the Elite is pretty spot on, but for a lot of people, it just looked totally out of place in Rainbow Six Siege. But this Master Assassin Elite is perfect, and I think Flores was the perfect operator to kit it out. And so next up at number 2 is this. So guys, this image is of the charm you got for watching the Year 7 Season 4 broadcast. There's a matching uniform color set here, but the important part is the Colombian flag represented in the background of the charm. As you know, during the reveal, we learned all about Solis, the latest defender in Rainbow Six Siege, and Solis is from Colombia. And so that brings us to this image. This is a leak of another charm, but this time it is very different. For one, it says Year 8 Season 1 reveal panel. So this is the charm that'll be on offer for the next big reveal for Rainbow Six Siege. But the other thing to note is that the background for the charm this time is the Brazilian flag. So from this, it's essentially set up that the first operator in Year 8 Season 1 will be from Brazil. Now, as for the gadget or weaponry, that stuff is still a mystery, but most likely this operator will be an attacker based on the rollout of Year 7. And as we've seen with a third operator from a country that's already in the game, like with Ace or Lion, these new operators usually belong to a new CTU. And so Cav and Capital are from BOPE, a Brazilian military group. And so this next operator will most likely be recruited from a different elite unit. But that's not it for Year 8. There are 3 features already confirmed for the next year of Siege, and they're pretty big. The first one are controller input presets. They say, our team is currently working on several improvements for consoles, such as advanced controller options to customize aiming, which will be released during Year 7 Season 4. We've decided to move the release of the controller layout presets to early Year 8 to focus on these other console quality of life updates. So this delay wasn't a huge deal, but it is an update controller players are looking for, and so with Year 8, it'll finally be added. The next is early voice chat penalties, and here's what they say about that. We want our players to feel protected by allowing them to play safely and avoid any undesirable verbal abuse. The end goal is to reduce reduce behaviors such as insults, threats, offensive language, and more. We will continue to adjust the thresholds of reputation penalties that were previously released in order to detect and look at repeat offenders that perform regular abuses through our game systems. So we're shifting the release date of early voice chat penalties from Year 7 Season 4 to Year 8 Season 1. And so right at the start of Year 8 in Season 1, they're attacking toxicity. Here in Year 7 Season 4, the reputation system was finally launched player side. And so right on the home screen, you can see your standing and how you fare against the rest of the community. And so this will definitely affect that score. But I believe it was with Valorant that it was revealed the game is actually recording your voice chats and will ban you accordingly. And so this isn't too far off from a system like that, although not nearly as invasive. And then the last feature confirmed for Year 8 is the permanent arcade playlist. This is my most anticipated feature because it'll be the only playlist in Rainbow Six Siege that offers up a variety of gameplay with fun and unique modes. For instance, it means you'll always have access to the legacy mode. For all of you guys that missed the old Siege days, this mode was literally handcrafted for you. It takes place on the original house and the old Hereford base, and Bandit, Jaeger, and even Ash all get the full-on ACOG scope equipped to their weapons, just like the old days. You'll be able to play that, Golden Gun, Attrition, and some others pretty much whenever you want. And I think it's not just a fun update, but an important one, because hopefully it's the one area where the sweat is dialed down the most in Rainbow Six Siege. Next up at number 3 is the smallest update here, but maybe the most important, because Ubisoft announced that they've enabled the QB anti-cheat system. Now, what exactly it does is a bit of a mystery, but from what I've gathered, it changes the back-end systems of Rainbow Six Siege every 2 hours or so to make it even more challenging for cheats to be made and to remain effective. Did I butcher that explanation? Probably, but that's been the general discussion online. And so for those that watch these videos for anti-cheat stuff and what's happening to that front, QB is the latest update, and they seem pretty confident about it. Next at number 4 is a big rework to the esports league and an all-new partnership. So Rainbow Six is now partnering with Blast Esports on a multi-year global circuit kicking off in 2023. They say in March 2023, we'll launch the new version of our global esports circuit that will encompass 9 regions and will create more opportunities for high-stake international matches while offering up-and-coming teams a path to the top level of competition. We're working side by side with Blast to tailor the programs to the specificities of each region. Blast will bring the best of its industry-leading technology, fan-first production values, and extensive tournament organizer experience to deliver on our shared vision for the future of Rainbow Six esports. So guys, this is a big deal. One area I think Rainbow Six esports has needed to improve on is the viewer experience. I mean, this is Rainbow Six Siege, and sometimes that means a guy is just sitting in a corner holding an angle for a whole round, and for a viewer, it's just not super exciting. It's always been tough to keep the action and the most important moments on screen when they're happening. There are 10 guys you have to focus on, and then the overhead view to get the full picture, and things happen so fast in Siege that a lot of the best stuff is just missed by the camera. And so my hope is that this new partnership makes that experience a little more interesting for the viewer and spices up the content, because this is the pinnacle of Siege gameplay and should be represented the best way possible. And finally, number 5 is the return of Snowbrawl after a full year without it. So guys, Snowbrawl is back, and it's one of the most dynamic events in Rainbow Six Siege. It's a capture the flag game mode with absolutely no weapons. Instead, you throw snowballs and turn operators into snowmen when you defeat them. This time, they've added Sense, Grim, and Dokkaebi to the mix, and of course, there's a full collection of holiday loot to grab, including a free pack. And so guys, thanks for watching this video, and if you want to see Snowbrawl in action, click on the video on the right. It's a match I played with a bunch of YouTubers you probably know. And if you want even more Year 8 details, check out the video on the left. Hey, I'm out.